As of today, the first official 2026 Atlantic hurricane season forecast has been released, and we have a new tropical storm which is going to do a little bit of a dance. I'll break down the 2026 hurricane season forecast and the storm that I've been talking about and why it will do a dance exclusively on TBF Cyclone. It's TBF Cyclone, Thursday, December 11th, 2025. So Tropical Cyclone 7S is a tropical storm equivalent tropical cyclone with 40 mile an hour sustained winds. It needs to reach 45 miles an hour. What really needs to happen is it needs 10 minutes sustained winds of 40 miles an hour to get a name. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center is still considering this a tropical low. But what's going to happen with this storm is this system, Invest 92S, is also going to develop, and then they're going to, because they're so close to each other, they're going to rotate around each other. That's called the Fujiwara effect. When tropical cyclones get close enough to each other, they start to spin around each other. If it's in the northern hemisphere, they'll spin around each other in a counterclockwise way, and the southern hemisphere a clockwise way. So we're looking at a clockwise way of circulating around each other. And then Invest 93S, this may add to the interesting part a little bit, maybe later. It currently has 15 mile an hour sustained winds and a low chance of development in the next 24 hours. I do expect that to develop as well. Once these storms are done doing their dance, one of these storms is going to absorb the other, and then this storm is going to come from Australia and do a dance with that new storm. So I'm not totally sure if that's what's going to happen yet. The forecast models have been saying that's what's going to happen, but that could change. The forecast models for these storms, starting with the Google AI, the Google AI is actually saying, now the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is saying this will dissipate after in a few days. However, the Google AI is actually saying this may stick around for quite a bit. We could either be tracking this for the next 2 weeks or just into this upcoming week, and it's possible we could even be tracking this. I mean, it's weird to say this. I may be totally wrong, but we could even be tracking this maybe even a month from now. Maybe not. That's kind of a long time. Maybe into January if we get would lucky be the right word? I mean, I guess we could say lucky because this isn't hitting any land, but it is just going to sit in that part of the Southwest Indian Ocean. And then this other storm is going to come and maybe do a little dance with it as well. And then going way out in time, it's still in this area, and it's really hard to tell where it's going to go. Is it going to go toward Madagascar, Jakarta, or Indonesia, Australia? It really depends, but over the next 2, maybe even 3 weeks, it'll kind of just sit there. And as of today, our first official 2026 hurricane forecast. Now there is a bit of not confusion, but there is large uncertainty in this forecast. So TSR, Tropical Storm Risk, as of today, issued their first forecast. They are forecasting 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. Major hurricanes is Category 3 plus. Now, this far out in time, it's always really hard to tell, but especially this year is an odd one. It's really hard to tell right now if it's going to be active or inactive. I mean, it usually is, but the conditions aren't favorable, but they aren't unfavorable either. So it's really a wait and see how things unfold for the start of 2026. And then that's we go by the 90 or the 30-year climate average, which is 1991 to 2020. That'll go to 2001 to 2030 once we get to 2031. But yeah, 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes is the current average. And then 2016 to 2025, it's actually about 18 named storms. We've seen some pretty active seasons with that. 2020, 2021, and 2023. 2020 was the most active season in Atlantic history with 30 named storms, which is wild. So that's it for today, guys. I'll be monitoring this very closely. Thanks for watching and see ya.